What's good, guys? Today I want to make a quick little video pretty much comparing the three most popular mouse pads from Artisan. I'll go into a little bit of detail on each pad and tell you a little more comment of a pad that's similar to it and pretty much how each pad performs. So starting off here, we have the Raiden Mid. It's in the XL version. All three of the pads are going to be XL. XL's dimensions are 49 centimeters across, 42 centimeters vertical. So yeah, getting into it, this pad is definitely the fastest of the three that I personally own. The Shindenkai is faster than this one. Wouldn't recommend getting the Shindenkai. I had one about 2 years ago. After owning it 2 or 3 months, it started spilling glass all over. I would get glass in my forearm every time I played. Anytime I'd move the pad, it would shed glass on my desk. I don't think anyone needs the Shindenkai. If you want a speed demon, I would recommend getting the Raiden in mid. Super similar feel to a hard pad without being a hard pad. It's still a cloth pad, but the weave is so tight on it you can hardly feel it. If I drag my arm across it, I would think this is a hard surface. I feel nothing in the mouse when I go across. There's hardly any stopping power. So someone coming from a hard pad like the glorious Helios, or even using your fucking desk as a mouse pad prior to this, the Raiden is definitely up your category. It's super fast pad. If you're into something like that, the Raiden is a monster. I know in the past people had issues with the sensor spinning out on the Raiden. I'm not too sure what would cause that. I personally have not had that happen to me yet. And who knows, with these new mouse sensors, maybe it just doesn't happen anymore, but I'm not too sure. Keep that in mind though, that certain mice do have issues with this mouse pad. One other issue I had with the Raiden in particular, so on the bottom, they all have this coating to actually stick it to your desk. Only my Raiden wants to move around. That's me just hardly moving this pad. I don't think it's on all Raidens. I think I just got unlucky and got a shitty defective bottom, hopefully. But yeah, keep that in mind. For some reason, only this one wants to move at all times. I know some people put water on their desk before they put the pad down, and that fixes the problem, I believe. But yeah, let me get a close-up of the weave. Super spandexy, really like a tight weave. You could hardly even see the material. But yeah, that's what makes it feel almost like a hard pad. Anyone coming from a super fast pad or no mouse pad at all, I definitely recommend the Raiden in mid. Alright, hopping into the next pad. Oh shit. We have a Zero. It's the Artisan Zero in the soft, extra large as well, in the black color. I don't think you can get any other color. You can get extra soft, and mid. Soft is pretty much the most superior. I don't think there's too much of a difference, so if you did get extra soft. Starting it off, this pad is kind of like a spandex feel. You can almost, it's similar to some sort of like a legging or like an arm sleeve. It has some flex to it. If you actually like pull the pad, it'll stretch. So it's something like that. This pad is compared to like a GSR SE, and while the material is totally different on this pad than a GSR SE, the speed and control is super similar. The GSR SE, however, has a top coating which pretty much relies on that top coating. So when a GSR SE's top coating wears down, the pad pretty much will never feel the same. This one has no coating on it, so it'll never wear down. It'll probably take years for you to actually like damage and fuck up this mouse pad, where a GSR SE, pretty much when the coating's gone, the pad don't feel the same. So yeah, if you're coming anywhere from like a GSR, a QCK, or a GSR SE, this pad is super similar, just more refined. This is super durable. I don't think anything that you did to this pad, other than like cutting a hole in it, would like fuck it up. yeah, super control pad though. It don't have nearly the speed of the Raiden, and as you can see, the mouse doesn't go as far at all, unless I really gas that bitch. But yeah, super control pad. A lot of people that play Valorant, CS:GO, or a lot of the good Kovaxers will use this pad. And I see why. On a high sensitivity, you'd be super precise, just considering how easy the mouse stops. But yeah, I recommend it anyone from a GSR SE, GSR, or QCK, or if you play a super slow game like CS:GO, Valorant, this mouse pad is probably super good for you. Let me try to get a close up on the weave with my fucking caveman webcam. Yeah, that's pretty much as good as I'm getting. But yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a spandexy look. I can't decide whether I like this one the most or the Hien. They're both super solid pads. So yeah, here is the Artisan Hien. The Hien is in soft wine red color. You can get it as black. You can get it in black as well. This pad is kind of an in-between of a Raiden and Zero speed-wise. Texture wise, it's super rough, kind of jagged feeling. The only thing I could think of that's similar to it is an MP510, as much as it hurts me to say that. If the MP510 was like actually good, it would be the Hien. The Hien is really fast still. It has the speed of like a normal mouse pad, but it has the stopping power as well. It's kind of like the perfect in between. But yeah, the texture is the only thing I could think of. The MP510 kind of has bigger, it's like a bigger weave on it that really irritates your skin, and it's just bizarre. Where the Hien is kind of small. These are all super small, jagged dots throughout it in a weird way. This one doesn't fuck up your forearm when you use it. The MP510 would leave you with scars on your wrist. But yeah, this thing is the perfect in between. If you like something that has the speed still, it's definitely there. And if you like the stopping power, it's super solid. It's not as good as the Zero in stopping power, but it is solid. You don't lose control of it on the Hien. I've been using this one a lot. I probably use this one the most, to be honest. But the Zero definitely has a leg on it. But the only thing I could think of is the MP510 being similar in texture to this. Everything else is kind of softer material. These two are more jagged. This one is the perfect in between of the three though. Let me see if I can use my horrible webcam to show you the texture. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's almost like a small plasticky feeling to it, but it's still a cloth pad technically, and it's super solid. This is the perfect in between. The Raiden is this pure speed demon, and the Zero is slower. It's more of a control pad without the muddy feel. Like a GSR has the super muddy, can't move my mouse feel, where the Zero still has movement and control. But this one is the perfect in between. I recommend a Hien for just the average person. This thing is all around great. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I hope this kind of drew a better picture of what these mouse pads are. Sorry, my shitty webcam isn't the best at focusing itself or focusing at all. But yeah, if this helped you out, feel free to drop a like, drop a sub, anything. Thinking about making a video pretty much comparing the abundance of mice I have and kind of giving a top 5 out of all the mice I have. But yeah, drop a sub if you'd like to see that.